The whale era of Builder Buddies. Builder Buddies is changing again. Let's go back first. First, we had the golden era of Builder Buddies. There was no town search, and you could only expand your town to 8 times the number of residents, so the game was actually really hard. But that made it fun because you had to make friends and help each other to make your town grow. But fun doesn't translate into money for the developer. He found he could make a lot more money by selling shortcuts. Why spend months collecting gold and making friends when you can just buy gold and gems and make your dream town literally in days? It was a hit. Soon everyone wanted their own town. Almost no one wanted to be a resident anymore. In fact, the developer made simple things like trading even harder, so you had to buy your own way. The developer made lots of money, but the game became too easy, and players quickly got bored being all alone in their town, so most older players left, and Builder Buddies became dominated by young players. During this time, I worked really hard to find ways to make Builder Buddies more fun and challenging for older players, starting groups like CCT, Pioneers, Well Builders, and Clock CCT, and most recently, Time Slots. I think I have, in part, finally attracted many older players back. But now the game is changing in a way I didn't expect. It's now 2024. Welcome to Flatty Kingdom, yet another deleted town. But this is no ordinary deleted town. This town literally lasted a few hours. But it's right next to another town, meaning it was made all with gems, and it was flattened with gems, and it's 80 plots. 80 plots. That is 19,360 gems, assuming the mayor has the cheaper 217 gem plot price. Yeah, some players right now are getting 280 or even 350 gems per plot, but that's another story. Anyway, that cost the player $140 US. $140 for just a few hours. This blows my mind. How can anyone spend that kind of money like it's nothing? Well, it turns out the monetization of games is changing. We've known for years that just a small fraction of players make any in-app purchases at all, maybe 5%. So that 5% has to make up for the 95% and provide the developer with all the income for the game. But what I didn't know is that even amongst the 5%, a few players called whales are super spenders and give the developer almost all of his income. Often whales aren't even rich. They are just ultra devoted to their game and devote most of their free money to it. Now, I love Builder Buddies a lot, and over the years I've spent countless hours in the game. But I also know it's just a game, and I couldn't imagine spending thousands of dollars on it, even for throwaway towns. But these people are real. I will put a link in the description below to a video that shows an example whale to another game, and how whales are reshaping how games are designed and how they evolve. And the whales are certainly reshaping Builder Buddies. They have tremendous power. Not only can they make megatowns packed with wool that make most towns unimportant and irrelevant, but there is a very disturbing new whale activity: town trapping. They use gems to buy and flatten all the plots around a small town so the town can't expand anymore. Sometimes they do it to punish a mayor they don't like for some reason, and sometimes just for fun. It's crushing the dreams of players who work so hard to save up gold and gems to finally get a town, only to have it choked out. Unfortunately, most give up. And when they do, that just encourages the whales to keep trapping. One mayor I know didn't give up, but had to wait 8 months for the whale to finally get bored and delete the trap town and bother someone else. Every month, the list of trap towns with the word trap in them gets longer. Players complain to Xavier, the developer, but realistically, is he going to do anything? He's dependent on these whales, and he makes a ton of money every time a town gets trapped. So this is the new world of Builder Buddies. Is it going to destroy the game? Or can any good come out of it? Well, strangely, I think the whales can be a good thing. Once again, the game has become a challenge. You can't just make a town without a plan. It will quickly get picked off by the trappers. You have to make friends and collaborate with them. Here's some ideas on how to survive. 1. Kara made her new town 4-link clover right next to Diamond Forgiveness Falls with a connecting walkway. This makes it much harder for the town to get trapped, and the mayor of the larger town promotes her town and provides protection. 2. The mayor of Centaurus divided his town into regions. Each resident is gifted all the plots in the region to develop and manage. This makes the town really large and almost impossible to trap. Also, it's easy for residents to trade blocks and work together on builds. 3. For players who really want to try to succeed alone, it makes sense to save up gold and gems and claim at least 10 plots when the town is created. This makes it harder to trap. It is also wise to work on the town on off hours and build it up before advertising it. 4. Not all whales are bad. Some whales, bored with their gems, instead of trapping towns, give their gems away to help out other mayors. So it pays to go to time slots and meet people and potentially other whales. I will give you some good advice though. Don't ever beg for gems. Whales are people too. The last thing they want are players that like them only because they are rich. Become the whale's friend first. Ask them how their day went. Ask them to show you their town. Offer to help with building or ideas. If you are a player focused on giving instead of getting, you will make friends, which are more valuable than gems anyway. And then people will want to give you help and gifts without your even asking. One more thing before I close. Remember in a past video I talked about how awesome the crock mount is and how impossibly expensive it is? But also never to give up hope, there's always a way. Well, I got my crock mount. And can you guess how I got it? That's right, from a friendly whale. And I didn't beg. The whale was astonished by my generosity to other players, so he was extra nice to me. So yeah, let's embrace the whales and see where Builder Buddies takes us. The developer Xavier hasn't added anything to the game in months, but I still hold out hope for the Flying Dragon. He can only raise plot claiming prices so much before players get angry and quit. It only makes sense to keep adding ever more expensive mounts and pets to give the whales something to buy with all their gems, and to grab that income. So I'm not giving up hope. I'll see you in the game, everyone. Let's see where we can take Builder Buddies in this new era. That's my script for the video. Thanks for watching.